Hey everybody, Peter Elfman, producer's log, date 202308.07. What am I talking about today? I want to talk about my current work in progress, which is actually a contest entry. So, the sample makers group called Cymatics, they're running a contest. This is not a sponsored video at all. I'm just a schmuck who's entering, and we'll find out what happens. Cymatics has released a new sample pack. This one is free. It's the Titans beta, I believe. Link will be in the description. The contest is open until September 15th of 2023, in case you're seeing this video in the future. Basic rules: download the sample pack, use the samples to make a song. I want to talk a little bit about what I'm doing there. Feel free to download the samples yourself and enter the contest, and may the best producer win. Before I get to the thing I really want to talk about, a little bit of background. When I first started a while ago, I was only sample based. Very few times did I use MIDI or anything connected to MIDI. And when I did, it was pretty bad. Once I started out with my current setup, which is about 2.5 years now, I've used samples in a very different way. I haven't really made sample-based music. I've just used samples to fill things out. Most of what I've been doing is predominantly MIDI. And so this is kind of getting into my older workflow and updating a little bit to intermix it with my current workflow, which segues into what I want to talk about today. So one of the things I wanted to do with the sample was I wanted the MIDI from the melody sample to mess with. I wanted to do stuff with it. I wanted more than just what the audio provided, and I wanted to play with the actual melody more than just, playing the loop over and over again or doing stuff with that. So I had to basically suss out the notes on my own so that I could use the MIDI. That took me 5 hours. Why did it take me 5 hours? Because I'm new at this. And why did it take me 5 hours? Also, because the sample that I was trying to copy had delay in it. I had to figure out what were the actual notes and what was the delay tail. And like I said, 5 hours. And I'm probably being conservative. It was probably closer to 5.5, but 5 hours. But I got it. And I don't know if I got it exactly, but I got it close enough that I can work with it. And it doesn't even need to be exact, because once we start throwing chords and other instruments on it, now we just get layers. It doesn't need to be exact for what I'm trying to do anyway. But I think I got it pretty close. Now, I'll play you the sample and then I'll play you what I made. And what I'm about to do is probably goes against the terms of service or the terms of conditions of use, because you're not really supposed to share these samples. So I'm going to keep talking while it's playing. In fact, I'm going to play it right now so you can hear it. But this is a free sample pack, so go and download it yourself. Don't try and strip mine it from this video. That's just... Why? Why would you do that? Why? Alright, so now I'm going to play what I did. And this is MIDI with a vital patch that I made. This one I'll let you hear a little bit on its own. It might seem like I don't have rhythm, but I'm not actually listening to it while it's playing. I'm actually putting it in post. And my mask is falling. So yeah, I might be off rhythm. I might be awesome. We'll find out. So not exact, but pretty close. And when I mean suss it out, I also had to figure out what the length of the delay tail was. So the point of today's video, in the title, I did not fail at this because I kept going. I stopped at 5 hours because I got it, and I didn't stop until I got it. And that is the only way to succeed at anything. To quote Jack Black in King Kong, failure is temporary. If you fail at something, you haven't actually failed until you give up. So you're not a failure until you quit, which is why quitters never win. There may be a crap ton of obstacles between you and the finish line, between you and your finished goal. You can only count yourself failure if they stop you. Now, sometimes that's gonna happen. Sometimes a tornado blows apart your house. Sometimes, you know, horrible things happen to your life, and those are insurmountable. And in that case, that can potentially lead to failure. Within reason, if you do something and it doesn't work out, there are lessons to learn from it. And if the thing you're doing is towards a goal and you didn't reach that goal because you fell short because of an obstacle, stop, assess, adjust, and then attack it again. That is the process I went through in 5 hours of listening to I listened to that sample for 5 hours straight. You heard it for like 15 seconds. I heard this thing for 5 hours straight with no breaks except to hit the head. And if that wasn't enough to drive me crazy, then it's probably because I already am. So that's the point of today's video. You're not a failure until you make yourself a failure. Extenuating circumstances notwithstanding. All right, that's it for now. I have one more WIP I want to talk about, but I think I'll do that in a separate video. I'll keep these short. Don't take any shit from anybody, and I will catch you later.